Hi, my name is Kayne Dunlop and I'm standing for Palmerston North City Council in 2025. I grew up in and around Palmerston North, spending the majority of my life getting to experience all the great things that the city has to offer. I spent my secondary school years in Palmerston North and as a result got to form a lot of connections within the city. After I finished school, I disappeared out of the region for 3 years off to university in Wellington before returning to be a secondary school teacher here at Fielding High School. From there I then spent 7 years in Taranaki, remaining as a secondary school teacher. Within those 11 years of secondary school teaching, I spent 10 of them in hostels, living with 190 teenage students. I believe this has given me a great insight into what drives our young people and the decisions that they make and where they're going to explore the opportunities as they move into the employment world. I returned to Palmerston North 3 years ago and it's given me a great insight into all the things that Palmerston North has to offer. As I return to the city and compare it to those other places that I've lived, it's been revealing as to why Palmerston North has been such a great place. The ability to move around Palmerston North easily and get from one place to another is a great benefit to all of our residents. Along with that, I've got a young family, 2 young kids, and the facilities they have in terms of the playgrounds and parks, the sports fields, the arts centres, as well as things like the bridle track, makes Palmerston North a great place to live and a great place to bring up a young family. Why am I standing for council? I believe that Palmerston North has so much to offer. As mentioned before, there's a wide array of opportunities and a large amount that it has going for it for the citizens that live here. But none of these things happen by accident. We have to make sure that we create the necessary environment for people to be wanting to come and live in Palmerston North. When we do that, we create opportunities for employment, create opportunities for business, and we create opportunity for the citizens of Palmerston North to live happy and fulfilling lives. As a community, as a council, we have to make decisions that enable this to happen. The 3 things that I'm standing for in running for council are rates, community facilities and infrastructure. Rates in Palmerston North have increased 27% in the last 4 years. And whilst we all know there's been pressure on councils and the amount of money it takes to upkeep the facilities that they have, these kinds of increases are unsustainable. And it's unsustainable for people, whether it's young people just starting out, whether it's young families purchasing their first home and trying to settle a base, or whether it's for the older generation who have retired and on fixed incomes. Continued rates increases over and above inflation put real pressure on households and mean that we place ourselves at a disadvantage when we compare to other cities both within New Zealand and around the world who are all battling to attract key talent. The other key area in which we need to make sure that councils are performing well is in infrastructure. We need to ensure that our roads, our 3 waters are upkept and maintained to ensure that businesses can operate, people can move from place to place and be secure in the knowledge that Palmerston North is a functioning operating city. Investments in these type of areas provide certainty for people and in an ever-changing landscape that is invaluable. When we see articles in newspapers around open drains not being addressed and the council turning down the opportunity to fund these improvements, it makes you wonder whether we've got our priorities right. As mentioned before, our parks, our playgrounds, our sports and cultural centres and our community centres are important parts of what we have here in Palmerston North, and continuing to ensure that they are upkept and maintained is vitally important to ensuring that people in Palmerston North live fulfilling lives. Too often we have deferred our maintenance and it has resulted in large bills when it comes time to make sure these facilities are maintained. We must ensure that we continue to invest in these, and potentially that means deferring investment in new facilities to ensure that we can maintain those that we have. There is no point in creating new facilities when we are yet to maintain and look after the ones that we have at our disposal right now. Palmerston North is a great place to live, and I want to contribute to continue to make Palmerston North a great place to live. My experience in sitting on various boards and community groups offer me the skills and expertise to work in this government sector and to continue to make sure we make good decisions. I currently sit on a national board of a charitable organisation and the knowledge and insight and working in these areas puts me in good stead to be able to manage the council affairs. If you'd like to talk or discuss anything with me, please reach out via my Facebook page, Kayne Dunlop for Council, or via email, and I'd be more than happy to sit with you and talk about how Palmerston North can continue to provide opportunities for the citizens that live here. Cheers.